Good morning, guys. I'm so excited. It is day 2 of our low-cal challenge where I'm making dinner from my magic menu planning box, y'all. This box is all the things. I'm going to tell you about why I am so passionate about menu planning and how I actually, as a kid, ate McDonald's almost all the time. I'll tell you more about that story, but we are going to make day 2 of the low-cal meals. Y'all, click the link in the video if you're interested in these boxes. If you're hopping on and you have them, I would love to know if you've loved them, if they've been helpful. How many of y'all made the chicken caprese skillet last night? It was amazing. If you didn't make it, oh my gosh, you've got to try the chicken caprese. It's from day 1. It's fantastic. Hey Arda, hi Ellen, hi Kathy. So glad to see you. Hi Jody. I'm so glad y'all are here this morning. Okay, so we are making the sausage and pepper and onion sandwiches. And y'all, I have to show you, I had a candle lit and I just burned my little card. I'm so sad. But what I love about this one is it has 390 calories, 32 net carbs if you do the sandwiches. If you do the bread, you could totally skip the bread and do it on something else, which would work as well. Y'all are gonna love these. You wanna buy the bundle. Phyllis, go to the shop link and search for the bundle. There is a bundle, and yes, you do wanna get the bundle. So let me show you what we're making first, and then I'll tell you kind of my story of why I am so crazy passionate about menu planning, because I'm probably a little over the top for some people, and some people probably don't know why I'm crazy like this, but I am. Got my little card setting up over here. You can't see that. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a loaf of bread, and actually, I'm not going to take this one. I have hang on. We're going to take this one. I told you wrong. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to slice up this onion. Hang on. Let's slice that up right there. I'm sorry, we're not slicing up the onion. We are slicing up some turkey sausage. This is Hillshire Farm turkey sausage, and you're just going to slice it up pretty thinly. And we're going to let this saute in our pan. And while I'm slicing, I'll tell you my story. So as a kid, my mom was a single mom with 4 kids, and my grandmother lived with us. And she probably had early dementia, I imagine, when she was living with us. She worked very full-time, probably 50 hours a week. And at the end of the day, she would come home, be exhausted, as all moms, any working mom who's got 4 kids and a mother living at home with dementia and everything else, she was exhausted. And so she would grab us up, head to head to the main drive-through chain. There was a road on our town that had all the drive-throughs, and we would all pick which drive-through we wanted. This was not because she was a terrible mom. She just didn't have the ability. There was not, back then, I mean, there really weren't menu planning sites like there are now. It was a lot of work to come up with a menu plan, and so every day we would just go through McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, Wendy's, Grandy's. If any of y'all have a Grandy's, y'all, I remember loving Grandy's the best, and that's what we did at night. And so, as many of y'all know, I struggled a ton with my weight as a kid, because as any other good teenager would be, I would pick a Big Mac over everything else. Okay, all we're gonna do is slice up that turkey sausage, throw it in there. Next, while that is sauteing, you guys, we're gonna do the next thing. And I'll keep telling my story if you want to hear. If y'all want to hear the rest of the story, hearts or likes if you're curious. If not, I can just talk about the recipe, which is fine too. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and pull out, this is just a rustic Italian loaf, and I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to slice it real fast while it's this way. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop it in the oven so that it's already pre-sliced before I stick it in. Go. I'm just gonna pop this one in the oven super fast. So my mom, bless her heart, she just didn't know there weren't menu planning sites. Like, this wasn't a thing that people did back then. How many of you guys grew up? I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and people just didn't do this stuff. And so she didn't know, y'all, to do anything different. And by the time I left for college, I had gained a lot of weight. I was already, I'm not a small person, and so I went to college at 225 pounds and worked my tush off to lose the weight when I was probably I think I was a sophomore the year that I lost most of my weight. But y'all, we live in a culture where it is so easy to go through the drive-through, and honestly, like, if you're a working mom, I don't know how you do it if you don't have a menu plan in place. So when I started creating these menu plans, honestly, I started when I grew it, once I had my own family, we simply couldn't afford to eat out. So we chose to eat at home most nights, and I just came up with recipes that were easy and cheap, but I wasn't a great cook and I really didn't love eating especially well. So we survived a bunch of bad, not so awesome food. Well, then I started getting better because we were married a long time and had a husband who liked to eat yummy food. And so we started coming up with recipes. And when I started Passionate Penny Pincher way back in 2009, my dream was that we would tell people how to make yummy recipes with a deal using coupons at Publix. I was actually the Publix Penny Pincher way back then. And so I thought, I'll just tell people how to get recipes from Publix on sale each week. Well, the reality is, Publix is a small store, and I knew how to make Cook Frugal. So we just started writing recipes every once in a while on Passionate Penny Pincher of things that we loved. Somehow or other, I realized that menu planning, there were a lot of menu planning great sites out there, but nothing sent you a box of Happy Meals. And that's when I started the box of Happy Meals. As I'm sitting here talking, all I'm doing. So I was like, wouldn't it be nice if someone had sent my mom, y'all look at that card, totally fried this morning in my cute candle, oh well. If somebody had sent something like this to my mom, can you imagine how different my childhood would have been? Like it wasn't that she was a bad mom, she simply didn't have time or the skills to know how to do this. And so I love that I've gotten to kind of make something that I hope helps moms like her who struggle. So if you're a mom who's working and you've got a bunch of little people you have to feed, and everybody's grouchy and you just want some easy food that everybody will love, y'all, these recipes, if you've tried the recipes, would you tell me? Have y'all loved the recipes? My friend Shri, y'all, can I tell y'all how Shri and I met? I have to tell y'all my story. Shri and I met playing baseball, and she's the one who writes all of our recipes. She was a mom. Her youngest is the same age as my oldest, and my husband coached their baseball team. And so one day she sent me a message and said, hey, I'm interested in finding some work. Do you need help with customer service? Turns out Shri is the best recipe writer on the planet. So she writes all of the best recipes. My friend Misty is one of my best friends. She tests all the recipes. So the two of them try every single recipe. We try a bunch of the recipes. We take recipes from Passionate Penny Pincher. So every single recipe that we put in these recipe cards are like the best ever. Okay, I've got my peppers and my onions and everything. Now we're gonna come over here to our sausage. So anyways, that's how the whole recipes were developed. I don't know of any other menu planning site that does quite the level of recipe creation that we do. So basically, we create these amazing recipes. We put them into an amazing box of recipes. We ship them to you with a dry erasable grocery list. And then, what's the best part of the whole thing? Y'all know the best part of this whole thing is not Passionate Penny Pincher. It's not anything, the private groups, y'all, is the best part. Okay, so now that I'm taking this recipe is so easy. I can be super chatty today. So we've got our peppers and our onions and everything done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take my turkey sausage out. Again, I love that this one is so low calorie. It's gonna start to sizzle here in a second, so y'all get ready for the sizzling coming. So anyways, that's kind of how the recipes are developed. I love that it really has just been a mission of mamas who love families. And Shri actually said to me yesterday, she said, I just know these recipes are so good. I hope that everyone will jump on board because I just feel like this is gonna change families. And I love that. Like, we are just passionate about what we do around here. Hey kiddo, love you. My daughter is gone off to babysit this morning. Okay, so we've got a little garlic we're gonna put in there. We've got our turkey sausage cooked. We're gonna add some onions. We're gonna let these saute for just a second. I'll answer any questions while these are sauteing. I feel like I was super chatty. I didn't mean to tell y'all that whole story this morning, but I feel like so many people struggle with menu planning. I feel like we can help you. Okay, so we're gonna let those suckers sit, and I'll sit and chat with y'all for a minute. Cooking with you this morning, yes, it's changed the way you cooked and shopped. I love that. So, phew, that was a lot of words. I didn't mean to tell y'all all those words this morning, but I just know so much. Menu planning, to me, it saves so much money, so it stops you from eating at McDonald's. I would pick McDonald's or Chick-fil-A. Honestly, I would pick cereal for dinner. My husband would pick McDonald's or Chick-fil-A. Even if you had all the money in the world, it's not fair to expect McDonald's and Chick-fil-A to feed you healthy food, because when you go there, are you gonna get something that's good for you? You're just gonna go to McDonald's and get a salad. Like, that just doesn't happen. So I love that this makes it easier. What kind of pot is this? This is a crock pot that actually has a skillet in it. I use it on video like this so that I don't have to split. It's hard to get the video camera over there. So you would do this in your regular skillet. You love my apron. I love that Suzanne said you have friends who you go out with on Thursdays. Yay, you ordered the crock pot box. Thank you, Jennifer, so much. I think you will love that. What types of knives? I'm using the Cuisinart knives, and I love them. I've had them forever. They're like 15 bucks on Amazon, and I don't have to worry about, like, they're not fancy. Good morning, Tara. Do you still have the low-calorie box? Yes, if you click the link in the video, you can get the low-calorie box. This is what it looks like. So we are sold out of the summer box. I think the freezer meal box maybe just sold out, I'm not sure. Summer meal's out, but we have low-cal and slow cooker for sure. You were eating fast food when you were little, made you what you are today. I know. Isn't it funny how God uses those things that aren't so perfect for the next thing in your whole life? Can you substitute the loaf for garlic bread, or is that too many calories? So here's the deal with you could. It's gonna add a few calories. I would just be real lean on the bread, and I would be heavy on the veggies and the turkey sausage tonight. So do that for sure. This is low-cal sausage, pepper, and onion sandwiches. They're so simple. You were never a bad cook. It was the planning part. I know, it's the planning part that is so hard. Okay, now we're gonna add in our sausage and peppers. The crock pot is an all-clad Cuisinart crock pot. It's similar to a Ninja. I really do like it. It is pretty fancy. It was a gift to me. I would never pay this much for one, but I do love how handy it is. We're gonna let this saute in for about another 5 minutes. I'm not gonna make y'all sit here and suffer through this, because basically that's all we're gonna do. Then what you'll do, I'm gonna give you a trick. What I'm gonna do with my family, since we're eating this for dinner tonight, is I'm gonna add this all back in, and I'm gonna just keep my slow cooker on warm, and then I'll put this over it tonight. The peppers will all cook out throughout the day. Dinner is done. So simple. Let me show you how you're gonna serve it once it's time to serve it. Does that look yummy? So when you're ready to serve it, what you're gonna do is pull out your bread. Okay, you're gonna pull your bread out. I'm just gonna cut it on. Hang on, y'all. Yeah, I'm cutting more for this bread. It's all done. Okay, y'all. Hang on. What you're gonna do now, you guys see, you can't see my bread. I gotta move my camera. Get this set up over here differently. I'm thinking I can probably just leave this on the crock pot all day long, because we're actually eating it for dinner for real. I'm gonna slice my bread over here. I did remember to put the garlic in, didn't I? And then you're just gonna figure out how big a sandwich you wanna make. I would make a small slice like that. For my husband's sandwich, I'm gonna make a bigger slice like this. And then I'm gonna tell you a trick. So for a lot of us women, the reality is we can't eat big old huge food that our men can eat, right? How many of you guys, like my husband can eat and needs to eat more than I do just because he's bigger than I am. He's not much bigger than I am, but he definitely needs more calories than I do. So what you can do is you're gonna put your bread, put your stuff over top. If you have a hubby who needs a little bit more, that just means he's normal. It may be better with a better type of bread. I did not pick the best bread, y'all. I'm just gonna say that. What you could do, Swiss cheese is super heart healthy, really, really heart healthy Swiss cheese. What you can do is then just take your heart healthy rich Swiss cheese. It's gonna add 80 calories per serving. For a guy, I feel like 80 calories is totally reasonable, so they have a little bit bigger meal. This looks really messy, y'all, but I promise it's yummy. They may just have to eat it with a fork. There we go. Dinner is done. So yummy. You normally would not leave it in the crock pot all day. I'm only doing that because this is a meal to make at dinner time, but they'll actually make it for tonight. You've made it twice and love it. You use tortillas. I love that. The sizzling is making you hungry. I have to turn the sizzling off. I'll see if I can turn the sizzling down. Y'all, super yummy food, super easy, 380 calories, way healthier than what you're gonna get eating out. Such a great option. Yeah, it took no time at all, Diane. That's what's awesome is these are super fast to make. Tomorrow, let me show you what we're making tomorrow, and then answer any quick questions y'all have. Phew, that was fast. Okay, so thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. If you've loved the menu plans, y'all click the link in the video if you're on the fence and read the reviews, because you guys who left reviews, can I just tell you, like, as a business owner, like, I never dreamed that I'd get to do something like this, and to have so many amazing reviews on these menu plans to me is like, it's like giving me Christmas. So thank y'all for doing that. Click the link in the video if you're interested in these. Tomorrow we will be making the, let me see, copycat chicken lettuce wraps, and I think we'll do the hazelnut, the dessert tomorrow, which is the hazelnut and banana stuffed crescent. So we will do that one tomorrow. You will love this. This will be perfect for your husband, but not your kids. Looks wonderful. Thank you, Kim. Brandon Crockpot. It's an all-clad kitchen cuisine art. It's expensive. My team gave it to me as a birthday gift, and I love it. It's fantastic. You have all your menu plans. They're all, what crockpot are you using? Yeah, it's a cuisine art, all-clad, I don't know if it's cuisine. It's an all-clad crockpot. It's fancy. I would never have splurged on it. It was expensive. It's like over $200, but my team gave it to me because I'm the mother of all crock potters. So you think you're gonna make this with your hubster? Oh, you know what I forgot, guys? I forgot to tell you the important part. Hang on. At the end, you add in some balsamic. I forgot to do this. Hang on, girls. So glad I thought of that, because you guys would be so mad at me. It would not taste good if I didn't add this. At the end, you're gonna add in, I think it is, let me double check. You can read the card on my burned card. Isn't that sad? You're gonna add 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. So I'm just gonna add that right across. I'm gonna add like 2. And now we're really gonna start simmering. So good, y'all. So simple, done, good for you. If you have a husband, my husband's probably gonna wanna add a little mayo to it. A little light mayo isn't gonna kill him. A little mustard, extra cheese. Ooh, that vinegar. Phew. I just took a big old whiff of vinegar. Thanks for showing us. You're so welcome. You sprinkle. Thank you for sprinkling. I think it was Diane. Thank you for sprinkling, y'all. I appreciate you so much. What kind of recipes are in the low-cal? Listen, the low-cal recipes, all of the recipes include, can I just brag on this for a second and y'all not get mad at me? I know you will. Y'all will all leave, which will be my sign, which is okay. I wouldn't stick around for this either. 390 calories, 32 net carbs. So each one tells you the calories and net carbs, which is so nice on there. So every single one, they are also in my Fitness Pal. So when you go to Passionate Penny, when you go to my Fitness Pal after you get the recipe box, go into my Fitness Pal, type in PPP, sausage, pepper, and onion sandwiches, and the calories are in there. I don't believe I think the calories and net carbs are in there. You can make them lower in net carbs. I believe 45 have fewer than 20 net carbs. So most of them do have fewer than 20 net carbs. Celebration box will be out this summer. I hope late summer. Summer meals will hopefully be back then. Y'all, these are just a game changer. And the reason that these happened truly was I went to the store when I had done menu plans. Y'all, I just want to say, how many of you guys, hearts or likes, do you see Facebook ads for other menu planning sites? Hearts or likes if you see those ads all the time. I see them too. There are a million fantastic menu planning sites out there. Like, there are so many good recipes, so many good bloggers make recipe plans. They totally do it well. So I am not saying that I am the best at doing them at all. But I actually worked with some of them and loved them, and I'm still good friends with them today and think the world of them. But nobody else, when I went to go make the menu plans from all the other ones, I was like, the food, first of all, wasn't quite as good as our food is. Our food tree is just fantastic. Like, God totally gave us a great system. So the food was never quite as good. And then I was so frustrated because I would pull down the PDF. I would have to write out, I'd have to pull the PDF down, do all the work. Like I had to go, download it, make the PDF, go to the grocery store, print everything off. It felt stressful. And so when I was sitting in the store one night and I saw a really pretty recipe tin, and I was like, wouldn't it be nice if somebody just made something like that and just shipped it to me and all the menu plans were in it? And that was literally the geniusness behind this. Looking back in the day, I think that probably maybe like Deal a Meal, way back in the day, Richard Simmons' Deal a Meal probably was like this. I don't know. I didn't steal that idea, I promise. But I was like, wouldn't it just be nice if someone made it easy for me so I didn't feel stressed? And for other moms who work from home, and especially as a girl who was so massively overweight due to so much McDonald's, I was like, wouldn't it be nice if I could help other moms like my own mom who struggled? Because if you don't have a system, you don't know what to do. So now you just pull out your week 2 grocery list, you go to the store, you buy the things. Now, is this recipe plan perfect for people who have major allergies? Probably not. Is this recipe made for people who are very particular? No. Is this made for regular moms with regular kids who just want to eat dinner? Yes. And if you want low calories, this is the one. I think this is so worth it. And and no monthly subscription fee. Like, I just wanted someone to make us dinner. I'll be honest, when I look at all the sites who do the subscription services, they're a much smarter business plan. Like, business model wise, the subscription sites with all these menu plans, way smarter business model. But I just want to sell you things that I feel totally good about, that they bless your family, and I don't have any guilt over it. And so I just know that I'm giving you something that's awesome and that will help your family out for sure. You need easy, you struggled to do before this. I love that. The blank cards, we do have some blank cards. Thank you, you're a new work from home grandma. It's been so helpful. Do you have one for picky kids? All of them are tested for picky kids. I have super picky kids eaters. Here's my trick for picky kids. What I would do if I were you is I would make the menu. Always have cheese and fruit at home. If they decide they want cheese and fruit, you can do that instead. Do you make something else with the sausage sandwich? Yes, Brenda. So what I would do with the sausage sandwich, I always serve every single night. We do a big, huge salad. So I'll do that. I'll do carrot sticks and fresh fruit tonight. That'll be, since we're sticking to the low-cal meals, I want to be low-cal. We're kind of like all trying to be healthy at our house. Do you have, I think that's it. So we got through all the questions, y'all. Thank you so much for supporting the idea of these. I think you're going to love them. Make this dinner. It's going to be super easy. And yes, Jane just said she loves, there's no crazy ingredients. Y'all, if you have not made the caprese chicken, it's $39 for the box. It's worth it all day long. Please try it out. We are using the All-Clad slow cooker. Y'all have an amazing day. Make dinner. I am excited and I'm so thankful for you. Tomorrow morning, we'll be back on making those chicken wraps. They're going to be fantastic. Y'all make sure you come on tomorrow morning between 8:30 and 9 a.m. I'll be here. You guys are amazing. I'm so crazy thankful for each of you. We'll talk soon. Bye, guys. Oh, thank you for ordering, Lois. Oh, by the way, they ship out of Nashville. So if you order right now, it should get to you. The closer you are to Nashville, the faster they'll come. It'll come FedEx super fast to you. Anyways, have a beautiful day. So thankful for you. Bye, guys.